season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Allen. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 13. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Pitch and catch there, good for 13.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Najee Harris, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7. He's got a man complete. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mecole Hardman with career touchdown number 60. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Raiders at 3-11 now on the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently ask for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. In motion, the tight end. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. In motion goes the tight end. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And he's in. Touchdown, the Raiders. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, he rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Right back to him on first down. And able to work his way down to the 16. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Second and 2.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. There he goes, left side.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it.
He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Catch is made by Hardman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
99 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's now a 2nd and 6. At the 49ers 14-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They're going for it. This is Harris. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
In motion left comes Brown. Second and 11. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back to throw now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And some room to work. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
They'll send Brown in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The Raiders on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's good. Las Vegas.
They'll look to throw again.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. And the Raiders have got him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. Now the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get him closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a handoff running through the middle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up.